February 19th, 2020. Okay, so what I'm doing today is I'm going to talk about cover crops. I've got a back acre that's very poor. It's mostly balsamic, basalt soil um, out here in the middle of the desert. Not really desert, but it's close enough. So cover crops equal better soil. And what a cover crop is it actually is a mix of ground coverage crops that actually improve the soil. And so it doesn't, it depends on what you want it for, but basically I want to break up the soil, add nitrogen, and add biomass. So there are many different varieties of seeds that make great cover crops, although each variety offers something a little different for the soil. Some offer extra nitrogen, such as alfalfa. Others offer weed management properties or the ability to attract beneficial insects to the area. Many who use cover crops year after year know how to harness its benefits. And what it does is it gives you many options to choose of what you want to plant there once you build up the soil. And they talk about their cover crop, their garden cover crop mix, which is a general mix for beginning gardeners to use cover crops. There are 4 legumes to set nitrogen in the soil, 3 hardy grains for rapid cover and biomass, deep-rooted radish to help break up and aerate the soil, mustard with natural insecticidal properties, and a great collard for forage and additional biomass. So they have the little guide down here. And don't worry, because everything will be in the show more box below and the links to all these pages. So this basically talks about cover crops. It talks about legumes, field peas. I love field peas. I don't know if you've ever eaten those, but those are good. And alfalfa, white Dutch clover, and stuff like that. And then it talks about cereal grasses and broadleaf species. That's basically wheats, rye, barley, brassicas like radishes and mustards. And radishes are also, brassicas are also like cabbage, broccoli, Swiss chard, etc., etc. One of my favorites happens to be Brussels sprouts. So basically, they have that in there, and then it depends on what you have. But there's cover crop seeds are for warm season. They have like buckwheat, mustards, and winter rye. And I grow buckwheats for like microgreens anyway, and mustards. So. Cool season is alfalfa, white winter rye, and stuff like that, and so forth. So here's what I bought. I bought their basic starter. I bought basically a couple 5 pounders, and it says you need about 65 pounds per acre to cover. But I'm gonna go cheap and just do about um, a couple 5 pounders. And I see somebody's bugging me, so I'll probably get off real soon here. But this is what I bought. It's the basic cover crop, but you can get several different cover crops from Turleaf Market. I get no money from them. I get nothing off my websites, nothing off of my channel, so I'm not making a dime off this. But I do buy a lot of seeds from these people because they do seem to have good quality. But I'm sure you can get cover crop seeds from anywhere. So just as a reference, this will all be down in the show more box. And hopefully this helps you out. There's another way to actually fix your soil too, is use non-acidic, listen to me very carefully, non-acidic wood chips on your ground to help build up the moisture underneath, worms and insects to help break up the soil, and then to actually enrich your soil also. But the best way to get started, if you have a really bad patch in your yard or whatever, is to put some cover crops down. And that way you can build up and break up the soil, and so the next year you can actually use it instead of trying to dump a bunch of compost in there and wood chips and everything else and trying to build up the soil that way. Start with some cover crops. It might be a little cheaper option for you at this point. Thank you for listening.